Okay, kiddos, today we're going to be doing some subtraction. So I have my problem, 2,437 minus 1,358. When we are going to do our subtraction problem, oops, I forgot my equals line. There we go. All right, when we do our subtraction problem, we are going to start in our ones place. So right here, I see a problem, 7 minus 8. Well, if I only have 7, I can't take 8 away from that, so I have to borrow. And when I borrow from my next door neighbor, we call it. So we have 3 10s here. We're going to borrow one of those. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to cross the 3 off. It becomes a 2, and I write that right up there. And then the one that I borrowed goes in front here. So now I think of this problem as 17 minus 8. Because I can even cover this up. 17 minus 8. Well, I know that that is 9. Okay? All right, so I did my ones. Now I'm going to move to my tens place. Okay, so I don't have 3 anymore. I remember I have 2. So now I have 2 minus 5. Same thing. I can't do that problem, so I have to go to my next door neighbor. We always borrow from the top numbers. We never borrow from the bottom. All right, so I had 4. I have to borrow one. So the 4 becomes a 3 now. And I put the one that I borrowed up here. So now I have 12 minus 5. And I know that that is going to be 7. All right, now I'm going to tackle my hundreds numbers. Let's see, I don't have that 4 anymore. I have 3. So now I can say 3 minus 3. Oh, that we can do, and I know that's a 0. And then I go to my thousands place. 2 minus 1 is 1. So my answer is 1,079. Sometimes, though, we have to borrow across different numbers. So let me give you an example of that. So if our problem is 2,021 minus 1,974. Okay, let's try this one. I start it in my ones place, just like I started the last one. 1 minus 4. Can't do that. So I have to go to my neighbor. All right, 2. Yep, I can borrow from that. I'm going to cross it out. That becomes a 1 because if I have 2 and I take 1 away, I get 1. The one that I borrow goes over here. So now instead of having 1 minus 4, I have 11 minus 4. And that I know is 7. Okay, so then I go back here. Oh, geez. 1 minus 7. I can't do that. So I have to go to borrow at my next neighbor. Oh, my goodness. That's a 0. I can't borrow from 0 because I have nothing for a 0. So we're going to go all the way over to our next place. 2. I can borrow from a 2. So I'm going to cross it off. That becomes a 1. But I can't skip over this neighbor. So the one that I borrowed, I have to put here. And then I kind of start over again. So we go back here. Okay, 1 minus 7, I can't do that. Look at the next digit. Oh, now I have a 10. Absolutely, I can borrow from that. So I'm going to cross that off. That becomes a 9. And the one we borrowed goes up here. So we're going to go back to our tens problem. Now we have 11 minus 7. And I know that that is 4. Okay, now to our hundreds column. Well, we don't have a 0 anymore because we made it a 10 and we borrowed 1, so now it's a 9. What is 9 minus 9? That's a 0. And let's go to our last one. Oh, we don't have 2 anymore. We have a 1. And I know that 1 minus 1 is also 0. So the answer to my problem is 47. So in the next couple of slides, you're going to have some subtraction problems like this. You can go back and watch this video if you have questions. There's also a sample done for you.